Wanja.
Maila, nyamaza. Maila, you go and sleep. Like. Yeah. Tabu, check. Hey, hi. Hello.
What is your milk?
Maila. Hi, sasa Jane. Hi, sasa Jane. Hello. Hello guys. Hi. Hello. Welcome back to my live. Hi, say hi, like the live. Please like the live. So our live today is just a question and answer. Please tell me if I'm loud enough. Those who are here, welcome. I'm seeing 3 people. So welcome to my live. So it is just a question and answer live. It is my second live right now. So you are free to ask me any question and I'll be so glad to answer you. Sorry about that. I'm struggling with this curtain. Hello. Hi guys. So you're free to ask me any question that you have. If I'm loud enough, please let me know. If I'm not loud enough, you can also comment here and tell me to be audible enough. It's been a long time since I did a live session, so I hope my screen is well. Hi guys. Hello guys. Myla. Sorry I didn't inform you earlier. I've been struggling with this live session. I've been trying to put the screen on landscape. That's why I've taken some time. So I wasn't sure when to start the live. So this live is just a question and answer so that I can, because I've been having several questions in my previous videos, especially on farming. I do videos on farming, and most of the questions I always get is towards farming. So you can ask me, you're free to ask me any question. Yeah. Uneziweka hapo nione vile inatokea. Sorry about that. I'm just checking on something. Kama inatokea landscape. Hi guys. Hello guys. Iko cross. Iko landscape. Hivi. Endelea. Hi. I'm seeing a second person joining. Welcome to my live. I know I didn't inform you guys about the live session, so hello guys. So the session will be just a live session interaction. You ask me any question you have about my anything about my life, so I'll just answer you here. But if I'm not able to answer your question, I'll later on let you know, maybe if I post another video. Hi guys, I'm seeing a third person. We're just doing a question and answer session. So if you have any question, just let me know. So hi guys. Kwa nini okay. I'm just waiting for around 5 people, then I can start. So you can like the video, comment, drop any comment you want, any question you have. You can drop it here in our live session today. It's been so long since I did a live, so and today I'll be mixing languages. I'll not stick to only one language, so bear with me. Kindly bear with me. Kwa nini ionyeshi on this side? Hello. Hello. Please like the live. Like the live. So I'm seeing a second person. You're free to ask any question. My name is Hauma_KE here on YouTube. I'm also on other platforms like the TikTok, the Instagram, and also I'm in also Facebook. So you can also check me out on other platforms. But today, the purpose of doing this live, it's been so long since I did a live session. I think I've done only 2 live sessions here on YouTube. So this is the second one. And I had not informed you about the live because I was still struggling on how to turn the camera to landscape, but now I'm okay. So I'll just first start by I have a few questions that I'm going to answer. So one of the questions that most of my subscribers always ask me is about land here. So land here in the village, because I stay in the village. Some people say countryside, but we always say here a village. So land here depends with the location. It also depends with where you live, and also the amenities that are around your area. So that is what determines the price of land. So in case you want to buy land in the interiors, it will always be cheaper than in the municipality or the town setup. So most of the questions that I get from my subscribers is, one, how do you balance on motherhood, and also balancing on farming, and also balancing at home? So you're free to ask any question and any burning question that you have, especially concerning farming and also homesteading, because my videos rely mostly on homesteading, farming, and generally family life. So you can ask me, you're free to ask me any question. So you are welcome. We have 3 people right now, so welcome to my live. It's been so long. Hey, nimekawia. Oi, those who are not good in hearing Kiswahili, I'll be mixing sometimes speaking Kiswahili. So it's been so long. Mtakaje? Nini kwa mdomo? What is this? Huh? A toy. You're eating a toy? Yes. Hello guys. Hello guys. I hope I'm clear enough. I hope I am clear enough. Yep. Hebu kuja. Kama hapa nikupake hii mafuta, unakaje? Unakaaje? Hi guys. Hello guys. You're free to ask me any question. And at Attack channel, look for a comb and then you bring it here. So yes. Hi. Hello. You feel free to ask any question. Ask me any question you want. It's been so long since I did a live. And I'll let the chair, go and bring a chair. Okay. Hello. Hi guys. You're free to ask any question. So one of my subscribers asked me, how do I balance farming, family, especially having small kids with and not having a nanny. So I always have somebody to help me out once a week to do cleaning. And if I'm going to work, because I have full-time job, so I go to work from Monday to Friday, and maybe that's the reason why I always do not post each and every single day. So I always post maybe twice or three times a week, and most of the time, majority of my videos I do them during the weekends. So please let me know if clear enough, if you can hear me well. Kama mnisikii mnaweza sema pia, so that I can put the camera on different locations. So I do videos, village videos, because I live and stay in the village. But moving here, it took me a while, because I came here for work around 12 years ago. So I've been in the village for around 12 years. So it's been a while. That's why you can see I have learned a lot staying here in the village. Most of the time, I always do most of my things on my own. And I always try to balance between farming, and at home also, because you know I have two small kids. But I wasn't born here in the village. I was born, if you're Kenyan, we have now cities, but during our time they were called just towns. I was born in Nakuru town, which is now a city. Nowadays we have several cities in our country. So mimi ni mtu wa Nakuru. So probably that's why people wonder how I balance, because I had said earlier that I have a full-time job. So balancing between having a job, doing YouTube, and also family and having small kids, sometimes it's not easy, but I always try to balance it out. So that's why. So you're free to ask me anything. I don't know if the 3 people in my life have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so that we can grow together. You will always enjoy our videos. My videos are very authentic, and that village vibe, that ushago. Not so villagey. I always say, always make your home be like you're in the city. That's always my slogan. So if you have a homestead, just make it well, so that you do not miss the city so much. And that's why I always do that. I always try as much as possible to have a very vibrant and a nice home, so that I also don't miss the city, because I was born and raised there. So ask me any question and I will be glad to answer, because I have several things that most of my subscribers have asked me. Hata watu waongee. Hi. Hey. It's been long since I had a live session, so I'm trying to figure out should I wait or do this live session in another time? Let me add on something here. Okay. I have several questions that I always get in my comment section, especially when I'm doing my videos. So one of the questions is, how do I know how to plant most of the crops, and how fertile is our land? You will always know how fertile your land is, especially when you now plant a crop. So when I moved here, I would always try different types of crops in my farm, and if it doesn't do well, I wouldn't plant it, or I would also look and try and know what are the things that I did wrong during when I was planting that crop. So hiyo ndo tu wanafanya. So most people ask me, especially my recent video, the video that I posted yesterday, I posted about how to make healthy porridge flour. So most of the time, I always know that's what I've tried to learn for the past around 5 years in making my own porridge flour. That when you're balancing the ingredients, make sure you consider what type of nutrient you want your baby to consume. So, or maybe you as a person, you want to consume in your porridge. Like one of my subscribers told me that she will opt also to add on some yams. I think that is ndoma in Kenyan language. So most of the time, I always try and balance my flour to have at least a protein, some fats, some starch. Most of the time, starch is very important because babies love playing a lot. So starch is always very important when you're preparing your flour. And when I made that video, I remember I said that you're supposed to put lentils. No, I think that was green grams. I confused between lentils and green grams. So I always put green grams in my porridge flour. And that is ndengu. We call it ndengu here. In Kenya, we call ndengu. So most of the time I get questions around most of the things that I do, because one, I make vases here. So soon I'll do I think a few videos on vases. I make my own vases from scratch. So I've had questions on how I do the vases. So I always make sure that when I'm making a video, I do a very detailed video on that. So coming back to our flour. So I've talked about, now I'm talking about our recent video because I got a few questions on that video concerning the flour. What else to add on. So one of you said you can add yams, which is okay because yams is starch, and most of the time people confuse on adding the groundnuts and simsim. Simsim, what is simsim in English? Simsim in English, I'm not sure. I don't know if it is English or not. Simsim. So if you want to add the nuts, always add one nut. So if you're adding ground nuts, do not put the yeah. Nichekie kama sound iko sawa. If you're adding the ground nuts, also avoid putting the sim. So if you're putting nuts, let it be just one nut. So for starch, I always make sure it has some cassava. I always put millet. I do not put sorghum. My experience on sorghum was totally different because it always makes the porridge become light. Iko sawa? Haya, sawa. Endelea. When you put, especially when you put your porridge in your cup, after some time you see the porridge becomes a little bit light. So that is the reason why I do not put sorghum in my flour, and I always consider putting millet. Si utapunguza sauti. So another question that I've been asked here a lot of times is how big our farm is. So sometimes we always say, look at our farm and Lala. So our land is always seen like it's a little bit bigger. So most of the time, some say that it's around 1 acre. But you know, during our time, people used to measure land using just the leg. So our land is just around a half an acre. That's on our side. So most of the time, so concerning that question concerning land, I think I've answered, because one of my subscribers had asked me about the size of our land. Sorry about that. I want to turn the camera. A little bit. I don't know if it is clear. I don't know why it's bringing. Hi Anne, how are you? Hello Anne. Hi, how are you doing? How is Jamaica? You know, here we relate Jamaica with reggae music. So there's nothing else like me. There's nothing else I know about Jamaica. We know Jamaica on reggae music because we've grown seeing or listening to your music for so long. So hi, how are you doing? Hi Anne, how are you doing? Today I just wanted to do a live session just to interact with my fans and hear from them, because it's been so long. I've taken so long before I did a live session. I think this is my second one. The last one I did, it was around the first month here on YouTube. Yes, Anne. Hi. Retracted. Anne, how are you? I hope I'm clear enough. You can see me well. You know, I'm tempted to I'm tempted to speak Swahili, but I'm seeing different people from different countries, so that's why I'm sticking to just my normal style. Hello, I'm seeing 5 people. Hi, please like the live. If you're here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, just consider subscribing. You will never get bored here. We love visitors, we love good people, we love good vibe. I just love how interactive sessions can be. So you're free to ask me anything. So let's continue. So thank you so much, Anne. Thank you so much. You know, village is not like the city. That's why I consider staying in this village, I think the rest of my life, because I stayed in the city for some time and it was too hectic for me, because you'll just work for bills from Monday to Friday, and even Saturday there are some bosses who would even want you to go to work on Saturdays. So that's why when I just came here to the village, I said, now this is my safe space. And it's so peaceful here. And the way you just see in the videos, it's just the same way we are here. So that's why I just love village life. Very simple. We do not take things in a rush like people who are in the city. Thank you so much, Anne. I always appreciate my subscribers, because some people say I've taken a shorter time to be monetized and here on YouTube, but sometimes it's just the hard work, uh, putting your work in order and your videos in order so that they can be attractive to people. It's not a joke. Sometimes it's tiring, but when you love doing it, it's the best feeling ever. So that's why. You know, I wanted to inform you guys about my life, but at some point I wasn't sure that I was going to go live because of the difficulties on going for a live session. So that's the reason why. So if you subscribe to my channel and you watch your videos, just let me know how my videos are, if you enjoy them, if you like, what else do you want me to add on in my videos. You can just let me know here. How is Jamaica, Anne? How is Jamaica? How is Jamaica? How is Jamaica? Four. Hi. You know, sometimes we always wonder why some people like us. Like I received, I read a comment on why I chose life here in the village. And if you've ever, especially when you watch other people's videos, especially on other platforms, and you see somebody commenting that those who come to the village maybe because they have established themselves, now they have decided to settle down now in the village, but it is not true. Most of us came to the village and just started from scratch. It has taken some time before now you can see now a complete package. But when you're building, like some of us who built from scratch, it has taken us so many years to build. And imagine, we, like me, I haven't finished building. So, and they always say building takes time. You can never finish building your home. So we always take a step at a time. Especially when you're building, we don't rush, because the moment you rush, most of the time you do things in a rush and it will cost you later. You'll end up spending even more than what you imagined to spend. So you're free to ask me any question. So most of the questions I've tried to answer. So I've answered a question on what else to add, like my previous video, the video that I posted yesterday. I was asked if you're supposed to add anything in your porridge, flour, apart from the ingredients that I mentioned. Yes, you can. So adding ingredients in your flour, it depends with you. But on my side, I always try to balance. If it is a protein, I add. If it is starch, I make sure it has some starch. So concerning land here depends on where you are. Like I do not live in the interior parts of the village. So, and I live in Western Kenya. So here land depends, because if you're staying near the municipality, I would say the municipality, yes. So if you're staying near the municipality, it is a little bit expensive, not like those who stay in the interior parts of the village. Those who stay in the interior parts, it's a little bit cheaper. So for example, in the interiors, you can get an acre at around 700, I think 700, 800. But here in the city, not in the city, in the around the town or near the town, because there are so many amenities that are passing here, like tarmac road, tapped water, and also there is also electricity. So those are the things that add value in your land. So most of the time you see fluctuations in prices of land just around land that is near the municipality. Here we say municipality. I think Bungoma has around two or three municipalities, which is the Kandui, we have the Kimilili, and I think Webuye. So those, when you buy land around those municipalities, of course the prices will be higher rather than those in the interiors. And also all the places that I've mentioned here in, especially in Bungoma, each and every constituency, or we call sub-county, the prices of land also differs. So, and also the fertility also of land also differs. So it depends on where you want to buy your land. If you're buying land for farming, there are some areas that you'd consider to be the best. And if you're buying land just to live, also prefer buying also within the municipality, because you'll enjoy almost all the amenities. I think right now I love life in the village. Before that, I never liked coming to the village, because I wasn't raised here. So during our time when my dad used to bring us to the village to visit my grandmom and my granddad, it was a struggle. We used to refuse to come to the village. But when I came here from the city as an adult, having a child, and the peace that I got later on, I imagine I cannot compare. You cannot compare village life and the city life. And I just love the peace that we have here in the village. It is always very peaceful. Hi guys, you can please like the video, like the live. Also drop a comment if you have any comment, any issue. I think I need to remember all the questions that I had. So one of my subscribers keep asking me concerning the water that we have here. So we harvest water from the rain. Our main source is rain, so we always use rainwater, and it's always cheaper. And also we have a well, but we rarely use the well. As most of the time we use the well when we do not have water completely. So that is why. Oh. So you can also ask me any question. I had planned to have this live for like I think an hour. So, and I had not informed most of my subscribers, so I think that's why most of you guys didn't know. So there's no problem. I'll just plan another live. I think I'll be doing lives on Sunday. It's easier on a Sunday than during the week, because during the week there are so many activities, and most of the time people are not at home. So I'll definitely be going live on Sundays. I'll be trying as much as possible to go live on Sundays. Sundays is, I think it's my best. Oh, okay. It's on a Sunday. It's morning. In Jamaica, it's morning. What's the time difference between Kenya and Jamaica? Because right now it's around 4:30 in the evening here in Kenya. So the time difference is a lot between Jamaica and Kenya. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's sunny there. Today the weather has been gloomy. It has been a gloomy Sunday. We've not had sun for a longer period. And also the rains are almost starting. I think the last phase of our rainy season. So we have around 3 phases of the rainy season. The first smaller phase is between mid-January, that is just to prepare land. And then the second phase is from March, April, May. And then June, July, it's always cold, very cold. So, and then August, so our rain season, the last rainy season starts September and October. November is just the last time days of the rainy season. So that's our pattern. So today it hasn't been sunny. So you're lucky, Anne. But Jamaica always looks like it is always vibrant, greeny, sunny. I think I need to research about Jamaica. I'm always not sure. Yes, here in Kenya we call village, and in, I think the European countries call countryside. Yes, but here in Kenya we call village. You're coming from the village. This is the girl from the village. Yes, those who love life in the countryside will always look for that life in the countryside. It is always very peaceful, very, very, very peaceful. Mimi, as in me, I cannot, I think if I go to the city, I'll just spend there for maximum 1 week and then come back. I cannot stay in the city for more than even 2 weeks because of how hectic it is. And you know, here I buy very few things. Anything that comes from the farm, I farm. But if it is from, sorry about that, but the other things like the sugar and the cooking oil, that is what I buy from, that is what I just buy from the supermarket. Good. 10 super chats. Make super chat more fun. 30 minutes. Yes, I'm married. I always do, you know, not everyone is comfortable with the camera. So most of the time my spouse is always not comfortable with the camera. That's why you see me with the small one. And most of the time the small one is because she's not going to school. I have other two. So the two, they go to school. So most of the time you see them not in my videos. So the small one is the one that always has to come to my video. So that's the reason why. But I have a spouse. I have a spouse. So guys, katunguyas. So I'm trying to look on. So in Jamaica, what career are you engaged in? So I'm in the civil service, but professionally I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher by profession, but now I'm on the other side of civil service. I'm a civil servant. So here in Kenya, those who work for the government but not a teacher or the doctor, so they're in this, they are in public service commission. So they work for the public. So that's me. So I'm in a ministry, I'm in the civil service. I've worked as a civil servant for the last 12 years. 12 years. So that's what I do. That's my career. Professionally, I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. Here in Kenya, we call secondary or even high school. So I'm a high school teacher. But I taught before I came now here for work. In the city I was teaching. I had taught for around 5 years, around 3 years after finishing college. But then I felt like now I would perform better on the as a civil servant, so I did not opt for teaching. But I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. You know, teachers, we are very disciplined. By profession, I'm a teacher. And teachers, we are very, very disciplined. But when I was young, I never liked to be a teacher, but my dad really liked for us to be teachers. We are around 3 teachers in our home, but only one is practicing. The rest of us, we went to other professions and we stuck there. And we stuck there. I don't know if I should go and get some vegetables. I want to prepare for supper. I want to prepare for supper. I want to prepare for supper. Let me go and get some. I don't know, I should leave it here. No. Sorry. I'm going to. Sorry, guys. I had gone to look for vegetables. You know, it's evening, so I just have to prepare something. So I had gone to look for this. These are the pumpkin leaves. So I just went to the farm to get some pumpkin leaves so that we can take for supper. You see, this is the best thing about living in the village. You just rush and get your vegetables and eat them. Liam, nilete nini basin. You see all this? I've just plucked just right now. Imagine. And then you want me to go to the city? Hey, me apana. Me, I'm just staying here. Permanent. It's 8. It's morning. Jamaica is morning. Oh, okay. What's the time difference? That's around, it is 8 and right now it's 4. Almost 10. Ya kitchen liko huko kwa nini? Pantry. Hey, here it's around 5. It's 4:43. 4:43 in the evening. Right now it's 4:43 in the evening. It's 4:40. A small one. That's a big one. Surely. So imagine I've just gone just a few seconds, like a minute, and then gotten all this. I want to prepare this for supper. I want to prepare this for supper so that we can prepare it together. Okay. To wash. Yes, I will definitely do some research. We always know very little about Jamaica. Very, very little. Especially we always know about music, and that is it. That is on me. I think some people know about Jamaica, but I've just realized how Jamaicans love the countryside life when I started posting on YouTube. Hey, Ondieki. Hi. Vane Shindushi. Hi. Hey, wait. Why the laughter? Why are you laughing? How are you? Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's my son. Hi, thank you so much, Dave. Where are you from? Today I'll be nosy. Today I'm going to be nosy and know where you guys. Dave has said hi, Liam. Today I'm going to be nosy and know where my fans are coming from. Dave, where are you from? Oh, Qatar. How is Qatar? Qatar is hot. I think Qatar is hot, if I'm not wrong. Imagine I'm preparing this for supper. This is my life. Qatar is hot, Ama. I think Qatar is hot, if I'm not wrong. We always see it on Healthy lifestyle. Yes. Imagine me, this is just my life. I rarely take meat. If I take meat, is chicken, either white meat or fish. This is just what? Summer. Oh, it has summer. So Qatar has winter. I didn't know. Yeah. Nipatie mafuta. Come. Come on. Life is always a life outside man. Nini for the your nails. Yeah, you are my top fan now. Let me be biased. But thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. You know, sometimes we just post and hope that somebody will watch our video. Summer and winter. Okay. I didn't know Qatar. Qatar is always portrayed as a very desert area. It is portrayed to be very dry. That's my thinking. I'm not sure. But thank you. I always love life in the village. As in, I've stayed here for some time now, and so you've never experienced rain? There is no rain there? Is it Qatar where they do cloud seeding? Is it Qatar where they do cloud seeding? I'm not, I'm wrong. I think there was only two days. Okay. Wow. You know, there was a time I saw in the internet, it was Dubai. There was cloud seeding. They did cloud seeding and it even caused some floods. I'm not sure, by the way, I'm not sure. But I saw it somewhere. Oh, Dubai. So it's not Qatar. Oh, I thought it was Qatar. Okay. You know, I'm very poor in geography. I didn't do well in geography, so I always confuse some of these countries. I didn't have interest in geography. That was my weakness. You can ask me about a direction. Yeah, thank you so much. You can ask me about a certain direction and I will not have an idea. Literally, I always point like this. The direction goes like this. So I'm not a good fan. Thank you so much. You know, nowadays I've received a lot of subscribers, and most of them wonder what I do, because one of my subscribers asked, how do you balance between family and farming? But you know, something like farming is passion. It comes from the heart. You cannot just wake up and start farming. You have to like it. So like me, I just love farming. If I'm bored, I go to the farm. If I have nothing to do, I go to the farm. That's, yeah, people say that I am strong. But I just don't like staying idle. I hate staying idle. I think that's why I started YouTube, because I always felt I had free time during the weekend and the weekday. I always felt that way. No, imagine Dave, I was born, if you're Kenyan, are you Kenyan? You're Kenyan. I was born in Nakuru, raised until I was imagine I was born and raised in Nakuru. I came to the village to work. It was in 2011. I came to the village in 2011. That's when I came to the village. Imagine. I did, like right now, I cannot speak fluent Luya. I can only grab a few words. That's my weakness right now because I'm living with the typical Luyas. Allah, really? Yes. I was not born here. What makes you think that I was born here? The way I farm. People learn how to farm. Imagine people learn. I look low. Maybe because we are neighbors. Imagine my dad is a Luya, my mom is a Luya. Full, 110%. I'm Luya, full. But you know we are neighbors, so we have some resemblance. Luos do their work like that. I didn't know. You know, I had a friend a Luo friend. Okay. Okay. I think I will look for your mother. You know, I had a Luo friend in college. You know, when you live in the city, especially these other towns, if you're Kenyan, you can attest to it. These other towns, yes, imagine, Kate, I was never into it when younger. Also me, imagine I will be the last person that you can. I think if my friends, most of my friends, when they see me on YouTube, they say that something has changed. Oh, Giles. Yeah, I always admire her. Jael is a gem. She's an OG. She's the goat. You know, I just want to answer Kate. Do you know that I always never did farming when I was young? But my mom used to take us to, especially where we used to live, there were lands there. So my mom used to rent like an acre. Then we'll farm maize, beans, and then, yes, come. I'm always free. So we'll farm maize, beans, and peas. So I had like a few tips on farming, but I didn't like farming. Imagine, Kate. Imagine, Kate, I didn't like farming. I just loved farming when I started farming my own farm. And then, you know, here in the village, funny enough, things are very expensive. You know, these things like ginger, garlic, dania, most of the time when people farm here, they take to the city. So here it's very, very, very expensive. To buy something like a ginger, you buy one at around 30 bob, imagine. Or 40 bob, right now it's 40 shillings. And garlic is around 30 shillings, imagine. Hey, me, I thought, no, let me just farm my own. And that's why I started farming. Imagine, Kate. You want to retire? How old are you? Late Kamakawa, but nimetoka church. Yeah, welcome, McLean. Welcome. Imagine I didn't go to church today. Oh, Jesus. God forgive me. I didn't go to church. So I thought, let me just do a live because I'm bored here. And I also want to interact with you, my great people. You know, you're my number one people. When I sleep, I dream of you people. 38. My son is laughing. He thinks I'm lying. Hi, 38 30 years old. So I'm older than you with 2 years on Dieki. It's not late to retire. And you retire if you are sure about tomorrow. Really? Hey, it means you've made enough money. But it's always not about money. It's about the peace. Sometimes we work so hard and we end up even forgetting about ourselves. So if you're, no worry, I prayed for everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mark. Aki, pray for me, especially me, where sometimes I forget. But I remembered to pray. I always pray every single day. I always pray every single day. I think, hey, you know, it is okay. It's okay. Me, I'm trying to make together with health. Yes, it's true. Yeah, peace of mind is very important. You know, as we work in the civil service, like me, I work in the civil service. It is not as hectic as working for private sector. I used to work for private sector, and it was too hectic. At some point, I felt like this is enough. I can't. Today I'm making some, what do we call, pumpkin leaves, and I'm going to take brown ugali and some fish. But you know, people in the coast know how to prepare fish well. No, in the lakeside, we call it susa. Oh, pumpkin. You call it susa? Okay. Here we call, I have forgotten. We call it misheveve. Oh, misheveve. Wait, Mark Paul. Imagine, that's how bad I am with my local language. I'm so bad in my language, guy. I don't know. As in, we were never taught. My mom never used to teach us. You know, here in Luya land, we have other sub-tribes. Apart from being a Luya, you are either a Bukusu, a Tachoni, a Wisuha, a Tiriki. So me, my dad is a Tachoni, and my mom is a Bukusu. So those two tribes, those two languages, most of the time they don't like each other in terms of tribe and not tribe, language and also behavior. So my dad told my mom, you cannot teach my children Bukusu. If you do not know how to speak Tachoni, they won't speak Bukusu. So that's how we didn't learn speaking Luya. So most of us do not speak Luya. So sometimes I struggle with some native words. Like one of you talked to me in Luya in my comment section. Imagine I didn't know how to answer. Imagine. Shame on me. Imagine I didn't know how to answer. Funny enough. Bukusu are dangerous. How? Imagine we are the best people on earth. The best. Bukusu. Dad Maragoli, mom too, but married in Bondo. Tiriki. Bukusu. No, imagine, no. Bukusu ladies are the best. They are very submissive. That is one, imagine. They are the best. Bukusu ladies, I can attest to it. I can imagine Bukusu ladies are the best. Maybe you just got a wild one. You know, sometimes even the environment changes a person. Yeah, the environment changes a person. Imagine, Aki, sometimes I feel bad because, Kate, imagine, sometimes I feel bad. Unaongeleshwa na mtu you don't understand. Ama people are speaking in Luya, imagine you can't get it. Imagine and you're in Luya land. Most of the time I don't, but I always understand. But just speaking fluently, I can speak one or two words, but not a lot. I can speak one or two, but I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. How do you feel, especially I'm just talking to those who are not living here in Kenya. How do you feel living in a foreign country? How is it? Do you miss home? Do you always want to come back home? How do you feel? Imagine. May think I will be having homesick each and every single day. Imagine if I go even to Nairobi, to the city, I take time to adjust. And most of the time foods in the city are tasteless. You know, here, like my vegetable here, I didn't plant this seed. I think it just dropped. Most of the time, most of these crops we don't plant. Most of the time we don't plant them. They just drop, the seeds drop on the ground and they grow. Yeah. I'm going to finish preparing my vegetable, and then I'll see you guys later. I don't feel anything. I've been here longer enough. Okay. You know me, funny enough, I've never been out of the country. I've just been here abroad in Uganda. Abroad. My abroad is Uganda. 12 years is a lot of years. I think that's why you're saying you want to retire early. I think that's why. 12 years is a lot. Hey, so you have money. You know, those who are outside, they get enough is enough. Oh, you're tired now. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's tiring. Living in a foreign country, the only good thing about it is you earn some money. Some good money to last you for some time. But those who are there, when I was younger, I used to want to go and live in the city, especially the US. It was my dream country. Okay. Also, it gets lonely. But imagine, like me, because I wasn't born here, I also don't have friends. I think I'm always at home, either with family, my family members, or at work. Nothing else. So okay, now I understand. Yeah, because when you go for too long, when you go to another country for too long, most of the time people detach from you. Like the same way with me. I came to the village, all my friends were in the city, so all my circle were in the city. So I also took some time to adjust. But imagine I haven't gotten like serious friends that I can say, imagine I have this friend or I have this friend. Imagine, no. It has taken me so long. It took me a long time before I could adjust. Hey, that was long. 2004, when I was in high school. So you've learned your college years in Qatar. Hey, you stayed for long. So you're rich. You're a rich child. You're a rich child of God. I finished high school in 2004. Yeah, same to yes, same to me. Hey, also Maraka. Yeah, mi nilichelewa. Ulisoma haraka. Hapana, ulienda mapema sana. Because me, I went just the normal way. Yeah, 3 years in nursery. We ulienda, we ulienda na 2 years. Or less even. Okay. But I'm so humbled to my subscribers. People always come back to watch my videos. Oh, kusoma nursery, that's why. I knew it. Because those of us who are loyal to the system, we went through all the system. Nursery, or baby class, nursery for 2 years, and then class 1 up to class 8, and then high school, 4 years. You see, the math is now mathing. But for you, math is not mathing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's just how I am. My life is just like that. Simple. Yes, I love also Jael's life. When I met her, she's such a humble lady. As in, she's just humble and down to earth. So that's why she's very humble, down to earth. As in, she will just handle you like a sister. That was my experience with her. And because I loved watching her videos from beginning about life in the village, the countryside life, that's why I just had to fall in love with her content. She does amazing content, and that's what I always do. I love watching people who prosper, because me, I always say, in this life, never give up. Never look down upon yourself, because some people say that I have grown really fast on YouTube, but also I've also kept my hard work. I always work so hard for me to give you that video, especially a whole video, a large video. It takes time and it takes a lot of energy, especially those of us who do almost everything by ourselves. So, but I always appreciate my fans, all those people who have stuck with me. Consistency. Imagine if I was not going to work, mungechoka na content. If I was not going to work, like I was a full-time YouTuber, of which I cannot risk. For now, I cannot risk. Let me build my channel well. Now, after that, now I can say, let me start another thing. But if I was a full-time YouTuber, Mungeshangaa, mungesema tu yeah. I always maintain two times a week. I always try to maintain that, and most of the time is if I'm at home, I try as much as possible to make a video. But sometimes it just comes naturally because I have to go to the farm. Like today on a Sunday, I don't do farm work. But if it is on a Saturday, I have to check on the farm. And sometimes even if I come from work, weekly live stream for 5 minutes, good enough. Yes, I think I'll be doing it on Sundays. And next Sunday, I will inform you in advance so that I think today I wasted the majority of my, I think 30 minutes, no one was there. I think 30 or 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes, no one was there. So next time, I'll be here. Next time I'll be here early enough, and I'll be doing it I think every Sunday. Sunday is good for me because Saturdays are the busiest. I'm always busy on Saturdays. So guys, let me go and prepare supper. Yes, I will always inform you guys in advance. I think I can shed, I think maybe a premiere. Is it possible to premiere a live? Those who have done lives on YouTube, is it possible to premiere live? If it is possible, the best way is to premiere the live so that, I don't know, or schedule, I don't know. It is easier if I schedule, then YouTube can notify my subscribers early, or I can do a post and notify you early. So thank you guys, thank you so much for those who have been here. Oh, okay, now I understand. So I can just go live directly. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for the number of people who have stayed here with me. I've really enjoyed those who have engaged me. I wanted this to be a question and answer. You ask me a question, I answer, especially those burning questions on maybe you want me to answer you. I wanted that to happen, but it's always next time. It's always next time. So I will see you in my next live. So see you next time. So bye bye. Let me go and prepare supper early enough because right now it's 5:14. So see you in the next thank you so much. See you. Bye bye. Game over. Bye. Bye. How do I end it? How do I end it? I see. How do I end it? Let me see. Flip, touch, headline, mute. Aha. You want to stop streaming? Yes. Let's continue. How? Where? How do I end it? Okay, I've seen. I've seen where to end it. I think it's here.